Chennai 365, an effort by SKS in association with social, sports and cultural bodies to do good to a vibrant Chennai.
Sri Ariyakudi Ramanjingar K.V. Narayan Swami Memorial Trust சார்பாக பணிவன்புடன் வரவேற்கிறோம். இன்று முதல் நாள் செலிப்ரேஷன்ஸ், அப்பாவோட 95th பர்த்டேயோட செலிப்ரேஷன்ஸு. I would like to request Sri Mohan Parasharan sir, Sri Murali sir and Sri Ramaswamy sir to please come to the dais. I also request my mother Padma Narayan Swami to come. We start this evening's program with a prayer. This composition is going to be sung by the students of Srimati Padma Narayan Swami.
नादसुदारसं विलनु नादसुदारसं विलनु नादसुदारसं विलनु नादसुदारसं विलनु नराकृताय प्रणवनादसुदारसं विलनु नराकृताय प्रणवनादसुदारसं विलनु नराकृताय प्रणवनादसुदारसं विलनु वेदागम शास्त्र पुराण वेदागम शास्त्र पुराण वेदागम शास्त्र पुराण दुलकदार मयि वेदागम शास्त्र पुराण दुलकदार मयि नादसुदारसं विलनु नराकृताय प्रणवनादसुदारसं विलनु स्वरमुलारु नोकटि गंटलु स्वरमुलारु नोकटि गंटलु वररागमु कोदंडमु दुरनय देशमु ధరతి శరమూరా స్వరములారునొకటి గంటలు వరరాగము కోదండము దురనయ దేశము త్రిగుణము నిరతగతి శరమూరా సరస సంగతి సందర్భముగల నిరమూరా ధర భజన భాగ్యమురా ధర భజన భాగ్యమురా ధర భజన భాగ్యమురా త్యాగరాజు సే పిల్చి ధర భజన భాగ్యమురా త్యాగరాజు సే పిల్చి నాద సుధారసం విదను నరాకృతాయ ప్రణవనాద సుధారసం విదను
I request the dignitaries here this evening to please light the Kuttuvilakku. On behalf of the trustee members of Sri N.K.Mahadeva Swami Memorial Trust, I welcome the dignitaries and the esteemed audience to this evening's function, the 95th birthday celebrations of Padma Shri Sangeeta Kalanidhi Sri K.V. Narayan Swami. I have a personal thanks which I would like to give to Sri Mohan Parasharan sir today. Because we were to have Sangeeta Kalanidhi Sri A.K.C. Natarajan this evening. But because of the very bad weather, he has not been able to come from Trichy to Madras. and he let us know. And we requested Mr. Mohan Parasharan, and he so graciously, in spite of his very busy schedule, very busy life, he just arrived from Bombay this afternoon, and in spite of everything, he has managed to be here with us this evening, and for that, I am extremely grateful to him. Thank you, sir. Mr. Murali, as he's popularly known as Krishna Sweets Murali. Mr. Murali is a very, very endearing personality, very soft-spoken, extremely helpful, and what is unique about him is his behavior with everyone is alike, be it anyone younger to him or older than him. So we are very, very happy to have him here with us this evening. Mr. Ramaswamy, of course, without Mr. Ramaswamy, no program ever gets done with our trust. Whatever programs we do, we have to have him. We have to have his presence and his very unique support to us. And I thank him from the bottom of my heart. We would like to honor these three unique guests whom my father has moved with and was a great friend with all of them, and all the three of them have moved very closely with my father. They love him very much, and Mr. Parasharan's presence here is a proof of that. So we would like to honor the guests of this evening. I request my father's student Ramanujam to honor Shri Murali. I request Mr. V.N. Raghunathan to honor Mr. Ramaswamy. Mr. Raghunathan is my mother's brother and my father's son-in-law. I request Shri Prashant to honor Mr. Mohan Parasharan. Navanitha Krishnan is my mother's student, and he sang for us this evening, and my mother was a very proud teacher this evening. We thank him for giving us a very nice performance, and we would like to honor Navanitha Krishnan, Pappu Jnandev and Kumbakonam Ramakrishnan. I request Navanitha Krishnan, please, Mr. Murali, we would like you to honor him. Mr. Pappu Jnandev, who played on the violin, and Kumbakonam Ramakrishnan. Ramakrishnan has been there with us every year and we are very thankful to him. I request Mr. Murali to say a few words.
எல்லாத்துக்கும் நமஸ்காரம். கேவிஎன் சாரோட 95வது ஜெயந்தி. ஒரு அமைதியான அற்புதமான ஈஸி டு ரீச் பர்சன். அவர் எனக்கு ரொம்ப பழக்கம் இல்லாட்டியும் பழகின கொஞ்ச காலங்களில் ரொம்ப பிரியமாக இருந்தார். ரொம்ப பெருமையாக இருக்குது அவருடைய விழாவை கலந்துக்கிறது. இந்த விழாவில் பார்த்திங்கன்னா மோகன் சார் அவங்க சொன்னாங்க, இந்த மாதிரி சொன்ன உடனே வந்தாருன்னு. அவர் அவ்வளவு சிம்பிளஸ்ட்டு பர்சன். எவ்வளவு தூரம் நம்ம அவர்கிட்டருந்து கற்றுக்கணுன்னா இது ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள். ரொம்ப பெருமையாக இருக்குது சார் நீங்கள் இங்கே இருக்கிறது. ராமசாமி சார் வந்து எங்கெல்லாம் நல்லது இருக்கோ அங்கெல்லாம் அவர் இருப்பார். இந்த சபாவில் மாதந்தோறும் கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு நியரஸ்ட்டு ஒரு 8லேருந்து 10 ப்ரோக்ராம் நாங்கள் பண்ணிகிட்ருக்கோம். எந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் சொன்னாலும் உடனே அதுக்கு ஒரு சப்போர்ட்டாக பேக்ரவுண்டாக. இப்போ போன வாரம் கூட ஒரு புது ப்ரோக்ராம் ஒன்று பிளான் பண்ணோம். மோட்டிவேஷன் ஸ்பீச்சஸ் பண்ணலான்னு சொன்ன உடனே அதுக்குன்னு ஒரு டேட்டை ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணி ரொம்ப சப்போர்ட்டிவாக இந்த பவனை ஒரு எனர்ஜிஃபைடாக மாற்றுறதுக்கு அவர் முயற்சிக்கிறாரு. ஏன்னா ஒரு ஆர்கனைசேஷனில் இந்த கச்சேரிகளை பிளான் பண்ணுறது, சபாவை நடத்துறது எவ்வளோ சிரமம்னு அவர் கூட ஒரு மணி நேரம் அவர் ஆஃபீஸில் உட்காந்தா தெரியும். அவ்வளோ சிரமம். எல்லாத்தையும் சிரிச்சுக்கிட்டே சந்தோஷமாக செய்கிற அவர் உண்மையிலே பாராட்டப்பட வேண்டிய விஷயம். ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். வருடந்தோறும் நடக்கிற இந்த விழாவில் எனக்கு ஒரு சந்தர்ப்பத்தை கொடுக்குறாங்க. ரொம்ப பெருமையாக இருக்குது. என்ன நான் இதில் எந்த வகையில் இருக்கேன் அப்படின்னா அவருடைய ஆசீர்வாதம் தான். அவர் வந்து நானும் அவரும் சாரும் நல்லி சார் எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து நம்ம ராஷ்டிரபதி பவனுக்கு போயிருந்தோம். அங்கே போய் ஒரு கச்சேரி கொண்டு போயிருந்தோம். அவருக்கு அந்த நேரத்தில் உடம்பு ரொம்ப முடியாமல் இருந்தது. இருந்தாலும் பாடி அவ்வளவு தூரம் சந்தோஷத்தை கொடுத்தார் எல்லாத்துக்கும். அது இயல்பாகவே அவர் பாடுறப்போ, அவர் பக்கத்துலேருந்து பார்க்குறப்போ, அவர் இயல்பாக அந்த சப்தங்களை ஏற்படுத்துகிறப்போ அவர்கிட்ட இருக்கிற இந்த இயல்பான சுபாவம். கேஷுவலாக பாடுவார். ரொம்ப கேஷுவலாக ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரெயினே இல்லாமல் அவர் நம்ம மூச்சு விடுற மாதிரி அவர் பாட்டு பாடுவார். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு அற்புதமான ஒரு விஷயம். உண்மையிலே பெருமையாக இருக்குது. இந்த விழா இன்னும் நிறைய வருஷங்களுக்கு நடக்கணும். இதுக்கு ரொம்ப சிரமம் அப்படிங்கிறத விட அவங்க எடுத்துக்கிற முயற்சி, பத்மாமா எடுத்துக்கிற முயற்சி அப்பப்பப்பா விடாமல் எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஃபோன் பண்ணி ஞாபகப்படுத்தி சொல்லி வர வச்சு இந்த வருஷம் முடிஞ்சாச்சுன்னா அடுத்த மாதம் அடுத்த வருஷம் ப்ரோக்ராத்தோட பிளானிங் ரெடி பண்ணிடுவாங்க. அடுத்த வருஷம் என்ன பண்ணணும்னு அடுத்த மாதமே ரெடி ஆயிடும். யார் என்ன எந்த சபா சொல்லியாச்சா, ஹால் புக் பண்ணியாச்சா, அடுத்த மாதமே அதுக்கு வேணுங்கிற வேலையை ஆரம்பிச்சிடுவாங்க. அந்த அளவுக்கு ஒரு பிரியம், ஆசை, என்ன சொல்கிறது, அந்த இந்த ஏஜ்லேயும் இது பண்ணணும்னு ஒரு ஸ்ரத்தையாக பண்ணணும், எதுலேயும் யாருக்கும் குறை வந்துடக்கூடாது அப்படின்னு நினைக்கக்கூடிய குணம். ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. இன்னும் நல்லா நடக்குமா, நீங்கள் என்னெல்லாம் ஆசைப்படுறீங்களோ அது மாதிரி நடக்கும். வாழ்த்துக்கள். நன்றி.
There is one person that we would like to honor, who has been a great support to us. Both him and his friend have been fans of my father for a very long time. This man is from Bangalore. His name is Philip Samuel. And we would like to honor him and thank him for the support that he has given us so continuously. My father had a student who was a priest. His name is Felix Norona, and who learned very, very keenly from my father, and my father taught him, as usual, father is a very sincere teacher. I somehow feel that what goes around comes around. So, thank you, sir. Thank you for being there for us. Mr. Mohan Parasharan. He has been my father's fan from the time, or rather, his family have been my father's fans for a very, very long time. And there is not just he's there as vice president of this trust, but there is an affection that he has for us, particularly my father, and that he is here this evening with us. We are extremely thankful and happy. We would like to invite him to say a few words.
என்னுடைய மதிப்பிற்குரிய இனிய நண்பர்களான திரு முரளி மற்றும் திரு ராமசாமி அவர்களே, மதிப்பிற்குரிய மாமி திருமதி பத்மா நாராயணசாமி அவர்களே, மற்றும் இங்கு இந்த இனிய மாலை வரியில் மாமாவின் 95வது பிறந்தநாள் கொண்டாட வந்திருக்கும் அனைத்து ரசிக பெருமக்களை வருக என்று வரவேற்று இந்த விழாவில் கலந்து கொள்வதற்கு ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சியாக இருக்கிறது. ஏனென்றால் I have been so close with Mama for I think till he was alive. He passed away in 2002. இன்னைக்கு வந்து we are celebrating his 95th birthday, but he passed away in 2002. And I have known Mama from 1984 onwards. He was such a great simpleton, and I was so surprised when I saw him for the first time coming as a pillion rider in a scooter. Scooterல பின்னாடி உட்கார்ந்து as a pillion rider மாதிரி வந்தார். Such a great musician and such simple mannered, and it was a great surprise and shock to see such a great doyen of Carnatic music speaking so mildly. And he had his own Bani in his earlier days. That's why this trust is named after his master Ariyakudi. And even though he was following his master Ariyakuri's Bani in his earlier days, he developed his own Bani in his later days, and his Bani has become actually symbolic of him, and that has been actually arduously developed by Mami, Bhatma Mami, and that is the reason why even today the KVN school has developed so many Sishyas. In fact, the Pradhama Sishya is Mami herself, and we have the child prodigy Shashank also, Hemige. We had just heard actually Navanithan sing in the evening. so many actually eminent Anuradha is here. Likewise, I think so many singers who are actually still continuing Mama's style, and Mama will never be forgotten for posterity, because for generations this is going to continue, because all of them are so keenly devoted to Mama. And this sort of, I think, I've been repeatedly saying year after year, this sort of a Gurukulam, I think, is fastly disappearing in Carnatic music. Not only in Carnatic music, actually, it has disappeared in the sphere of teaching, actually, Vedas or Agamas, except you find rarely in some places in Andhra Pradesh or Mysore. But in the field of music, I am proud that only, I think, the KVN family is still maintaining the Gurukulam system of music. And Mr. Murali was referring to the incident, I think 2002 February. I think Mama passed away on 1st April 2002. And he traveled, in spite of his, I think, failing health, to Delhi, and still, with his willpower, rendered before the Rashtrapati in the last week of February, quite beautifully. And after that, I think he couldn't recover, and to great shock of all of us, the great shock of all of us, he passed away. But I think he will be continued to be remembered. And in spite of, I think, this inclement weather and the prediction, I think, that the rainfall is going to continue unabated for next 2 days, we find so much of, I think, crowd and Rasikas for today's function shows your affection for Mama. I would only request all of you to further help Mami and other people to consolidate the functioning of this trust in the future, so that we can spread the cause of Carnatic music and Mama's style and Bani for posterity. Thank you.
We request Mr. Ramaswamy to say a few words.
Good evening. I think my only qualification to be here is only I'm a fan of KVN. I think the first kacheri I heard was in 1965. That means almost 52 years back. You can imagine. So many of you are not born on at that time. It was in Resenganjani Sabha, Calcutta. I'm on the organizer's side. So we used to have an annual kacheri of Mama, at least minimum 1 but 2. And we used to get the best of the artists because they come there for, I think, if I remember correctly, to Vikku Vinagaram and Lalgudi Mama was there on that day, on the same platform. Yes. He's known to have the best of the friends, even in the for Pakavadya. I think they used to fight to get a chance to sing for KVN those days. That was the kind of human relations Mama had. And he had a great personality, also a very attractive personality when on the stage. That was another reason we used to, I think women folks used to gather large numbers to have interaction. After the kacheri, you must see the amount of people, the girls going around Mama those days. It was I had very many great experience with Mama at various times. My sister-in-law's marriage with the Pandal in our own house, he had sang. Then he has got his own way of presenting the kacheris, though followed certain banis, as Mr. Mohan said. He created his own. And another thing is, Bhavan, every year we conduct various programs. to remember the doyens of Carnatic music of yesterdays. This is only to remind the today's Carnatic musicians how they came up in their life, how they contributed, and how you can imbibe their qualities. Perhaps that is the only reason why we conduct such programs. So that these kind of programs should be done more frequently than it is being done. Not necessarily it should be on his birthday or a memorial day. In between days, we can also have the doyens birthdays. Of course, we do MS, MLV, DKP, all that. There is no doyen of music who is not left out from the Bhavan's Kacheri season. Not only Kacheri season, the regular seasons, so that you can have some kind of a debate or a seminar, and on them then follow this, not that have one or two kacheris on the day. I think we should think of it, Mami should think of that, the daytime we can have a seminar like, or then call the other musicians also, and how they got benefited out of the doyens, how they themselves perceive the contributions of them also. And another important thing I wanted to say is, Mr. Mohan Varasan is here. His family has decided to institute an endowment in our mother's name for the Navaratri festival. Every year we do a 10-day festival with about 30 artists participating. Every year they are going to perpetuate that endowment, so that Bhavan will have all the Navaratri festival in memory of his mother, who was a great supporter of music. And we look forward to this kind of a response from the music fraternity to do things. And we are here to, whatever help you want from Bhavan, I assure you it will be given. I'm very happy today, in spite of the inclement weather, so many people have gathered over here, and we assure you, year after year, our support will be there with the, thank you.
Normally, Mr. Ramaswamy ரொம்ப பாயிண்டடாக ரிக்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணுவார், என்ன பேச சொல்லாதுங்கோ அப்படின்னு. But I think, in spite of the inclement weather, seeing so many people, I think he was enthused to speak a few words, and we are very, very happy about it. Before the vote of thanks, this evening we are having a musician who is a risen star on his way into the galaxies. His name is Saketaraman. And we are very, very happy to have him this evening. I think Appa will be very happy to listen to him sing. And Charumati is going to accompany him on the violin, Neveli Narayanan on the mridangam, and Dr. Karthik on the ghatam. We are very thankful to all the four of them for having accepted our invitation to perform this evening. And I think just because of them, people have not minded the inclement weather. So we are expecting an awesome, fantastic concert this evening. I request Prashant to give the vote of thanks.
Good evening and namaskaram to everyone. I'm delivering the vote of thanks on behalf of my guru, Padma Mami. We thank DGP sir. We are Sri V.R. Lakshmi Narayan, who could not come here, but his support is kind of very critical for us. Sri Mohan Parashan sir, who came here despite all the difficulties. Sri Murali sir, I think we should say that without the support of Murali sir, I think our trust would probably cease to function. I think you can't overemphasize the help that we and support that we get from Sri Murali sir. So thank you very much, sir. Sri Ramaswamy sir, for all the support. We do the function every year at BVB. And To Navneet, the previous concert artist Navneet, Babu Gyanadev and Shigum Ramakrishnan. Navneet sir is a very sincere student of our school. So Mami blesses Navneet. We also like looking forward to, as Anuka said, our next concert, Saket Raman sir, Karthik sir, Navil Narayan sir, and Srimati Charmuti Ragaman madam. So thanks, and we're looking forward to the next concert. Thank you everyone. I would like to add just one thing that we miss, one very, very important person today, which is Geeta Mami. I think she's a little sick, but I think we know she'll bounce back into action very soon. So we're looking forward to having Geeta Mami back.
We will begin the concert in another few minutes, maybe 10 minutes. We will begin the concert. Thank you.
This is the story of a house that has journeyed across 5 decades. A journey of struggle, adventure, passion, and achievement. A journey from a local name to global fame. Sri Krishna Sweets, founded by Amuda Semmal, Sri Mahadeva Iyer, is known for its melting magic, the divine Mysurpa, a delicacy loved by one and all in India and abroad. Even before the phrase corporate social responsibility gained significance, it was textured into the group's value systems. And today, this phrase has been redefined by Mr. Murali as citizen social responsibility. Chennai 365, an effort by SKS in association with social, sports, and cultural bodies to do good to a vibrant Chennai. To Sri Krishna Sweets, it's no mere rule. It's not just an act. It's every citizen's social responsibility. After all, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. And in the process, create a world where life's best bonds are built with love and care. And in time, they will become our strongest bond.